Hi everyone, welcome to Love and Life's Journey. I'm Chantel. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and stick around a while, and also hit that bell so that you'll be notified when I upload new videos to YouTube. So about a month ago, I did a video with Dollar Tree garden decor DIY projects that were under $5. A lot of you really loved those projects. You loved the simplicity and how inexpensive they were. And so I have come up with 3 more projects that are really easy and inexpensive. 2 of them are under $5 and the other one is a little bit more. But these are Dollar Tree DIY projects that are for outside or in the garden, but they are hanging decor items. So there's a hanging flower planter, a hanging wind chime, and this summer welcome sign that's hanging on my door. So I'm excited to show that to you. It was really fun to make. So let's just jump in and get started.
The first project is this really cute butterfly wind chime. For this, I'm using one of these garden stakes from Dollar Tree, but you could also use one of their other metal decor pieces, such as this metal flower wind chime. That would work really well too. I also picked up this little wind chime from Dollar Tree, and while it has a pretty little sound, it's a little bit boring looking, so that's why I decided to dress it up a little. I'm also using a piece of chain that I had left over from a different project, and you could use any type of hanger for this, a rope or wire, just whatever you have on hand. If you do want to pick up some chain, you can get this plant hanger at Dollar Tree to use a part of. The tools I'm going to be using for this are a pair of wire cutters and then also my jewelry making pliers. I will put the link to these in the description box below. You can get these on Amazon for really inexpensive, and I use them for all kinds of crafting projects. The first step is to remove the butterfly from the wire stake, and this is a little bit challenging, but I found if you just make an indentation with the wire cutters and then hold on to them tightly and bend that wire back and forth, then it will snap off pretty easily. Next, I'm going to take my piece of chain, and there's already a hole at the top of the butterfly up by the antennas, so I'm just going to open one of those chain links with my jewelry pliers and link that through that hole and then close it up. If you use one of the metal flowers or other metal decor pieces that are hanging that they have at Dollar Tree, then they already have a hanger like this at the top, and so this would be a step that you could skip. Once I have that chain attached, then I'm going to attach the little wind chime to the bottom of the butterfly. And there's also a hole already in the butterfly at the bottom, and so it's really easy to attach these two. The wind chime has a little key ring, like a jump ring at the top, and so that's really easy to just slide that right onto that hole. While I was making this, I kind of wished that I had gotten a second butterfly so that I could put the two back to back, and so that when it spun around it would be the same on the front and the back. But I like the way it looks, and I think it's really pretty, but that would just be another way to dress it up even more. The next project is this really simple hanging flower planter. For this, I'll be using one of these oblong galvanized tins from Dollar Tree. And then I'll also be using one of the chain plant hangers. For tools, I will be using a pair of wire cutters, a hammer, and a little bit larger size nail, my jewelry making pliers, and just a wood block. First, I'm going to remove the label on the bottom because since this will be hanging, then this label might be visible. So I'll take it off, and then I'm going to use the hammer and nail, and I'm going to put a few holes in the bottom of this so that it will drain, because I did put water in it, and even though it's from Dollar Tree, it is watertight. Next, I'm going to take the plant hanger, and it comes with 3 chains on it, and I only need 2 because I'm just going to attach 1 chain to each end of the bucket. So I'm just going to take my little pliers and just open up that top hanger where the chains are attached and just remove one of them. It's really simple to do. Next, I'm going to put my wood block kind of on the edge of the table, and this is just a scrap piece of wood that I had around, and I'm going to use this to help me punch the hole in the side of the bucket. It just gives me a little bit something more to rest the bucket on while I'm pounding that nail in, and it really goes in pretty easily. The tin is not really thick, so it's not too hard to punch the holes. Then I'm just going to attach the ends of the chain into those holes, and that's all there is to it. Now it's time to put some pretty flowers in it. So here I have it just hanging on a shepherd's hook, but you could hang it from a hook attached to the side of your house, or even from the eaves of your house or a shed or something. And I just think it's really cute. It's a little bit different than just a traditional hanging planter. I like the shape of the bucket and the words, the flowers and garden words on the side as well. And it only costs $2 to make. My last project is this really fun summer welcome sign. For this, I picked up 4 pairs of flip-flops from Dollar Tree, and they have tons of designs, and so I picked these up in the adult medium size. If you wanted to make this a little bit smaller, you could get child size flip-flops. They just didn't have the colors that I wanted in the smaller ones, so that's why I got this size. I'll also be using 2 packages of the wood letters from Dollar Tree. There are 26 letters in each package, so that means only 1 of each letter, and I had to have 2 E's, so that's why I had to get 2 packages. I'll be using some flowers from Dollar Tree, and I'm using 2 different kinds, but you could use the same kind, so you only have to pick up 1 bunch of flowers. I'll also be using some of this decorative nautical rope, some white craft paint. This can be any kind. You can pick this up for 50 cents at Walmart. And then I'll also be using E6000, some Gorilla hot glue sticks in my hot glue gun, and some scissors and a paintbrush. So I'm going to start by cutting apart the flip-flops, and I will be using 7 individual flip-flops, so unfortunately I'm going to have 1 single lonely flip-flop left over. but I'll just lay out my 7 flip-flops in a pattern or in the order that I like, and then I'll start gluing them together. Now, because this will be hanging outdoors, I'm going to be using a combination of E6000 and Gorilla Hot Glue to glue them together so that they'll be sure to stay, because if it gets really hot and all you use is regular hot glue, they're going to come apart because the heat is going to make the hot glue soft. But I am using a little bit of hot glue just to help adhere them together quickly so that I can continue working on this project. And one tip for when you lay these out, I used the left flip-flop on the left side and the right flip-flops on the right side, and this kind of helped give it that arched look when I glued them together. So once they're all glued together, I'm going to give them a little bit more stability. And I'm just going to take some dowel rods that I had and glue them to the back, and I'm making sure that they're not going to show from the front side, and I'll just glue those on. You can use anything you have on hand. You could use popsicle sticks or craft sticks for this, and just help reinforce it a little bit. And again, I would recommend using a combination of the hot glue and the E6000 for this. Once I have those glued on, I'm going to add some of that nautical rope, and I'm going to just glue this on again and use a combination of E6000 and hot glue. So you can totally stop here and it's really cute, but I am going to add the word welcome to mine, and so I am taking those wood letters and I'm going to use the white craft paint and give them a couple coats of paint. And I did try several different colors. I thought maybe black would show up better. I did not like the way it looked. The white just looked more clean and fresh and summer-like. And I also tried like a bright yellow, but I didn't care for the way that looked either. So I decided to go with white on my letters. So after my letters were dry, I just glued them on to the bottom of the flip-flops, and I completely forgot, and I only used hot glue to glue these on, although it is Gorilla Glue and they are stuck on pretty well. But since I didn't use any E6000, I'm hoping that these will stay on when it gets really hot outside. And again, you could just leave it this way and it's really cute. I did decide to add some floral embellishments, so I'm going to add a flower to every other flip-flop. And here's my finished welcome sign. I think it is so fun for summer. This would be great at like a beach house, or even if you're having a luau or Hawaiian or summer party. It's just a lot of fun and very festive. I hope you enjoyed all 3 of these projects. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. And if you haven't subscribed yet, remember to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a blessed day.